particularly against Jim Craig for that two-hander. He just took at Rennie Robert. And watch right there, Brad Park, he's another one who should get some suspension, you would think, for that charge into Ron DeLorme. DeLorme, by the way, suffered a shoulder separation in the process, will be lost to the Rockies for at least 3 weeks. The league has to do something, that is certain, so we will see just how much they want to crack down on this sort of insanity. As even the goaltenders get into the act and finally pummel each other into submission. That's the kind of game it was out in Denver Saturday night, so the league will have to take some action. They pride themselves on the fact this was the first bench-clearing brawl in the league this year. There shouldn't be any as far as
beating Corella. Then Robert shot off Craig, who apparently thought Robert was shooting at his head. He goes after Robert, and watch DeLorme and watch Brad Park come sailing in, hits DeLorme, who suffered a separated shoulder. He'll be out at least 2 weeks, and then it went up for grabs at McNichols Arena. Both benches empty. That's Gary Doak, the coach, trying to get over the boards. Peter McNabb trying to restrain him as a fan poured beer on Doak. Now Gary Smith, backup goalie last night, comes off the bench, battling, and afterwards we got comments from Billy McMillan.
It's unfortunate. You've got a 4-1 lead in the game, but those things do happen, and I'm very disappointed with the way things did happen. You know, I thought they initiated the fights at the end, and you know, it's kind of a tough way to lose.
Did he work on Ron DeLorme?
Well, yes, that's the most upsetting thing of all. You know, in the little scuffle behind the net there, Park ran at him and from about 20 feet, and he's out with a separated shoulder right now, so that's a big loss to our hockey club.
And afterwards, the Bruin players and management, escorted by police to the cabs as 50 to 100 spectators heckled them. Kind of an ugly scene at McNichols Arena last night. 64 penalties, 287 minutes in penalties, 208 in the third period. 7 players tossed out, and there were 15 misconduct penalties in that game last night. And cameraman Craig Shearer and Jim Berger.
Pretty good bench-clearing brawl between the Colorado Rockies and the Boston Bruins the other night. A total of 36 players from both teams have received fines totaling $3,500 for Saturday night's fight. The NHL said the Bruins were fined $1,800 and the Rockies $1,700. An additional $1,000 fine was levied against Boston because center Steve Kasper was the first player off the bench to join in the brawl. Kasper was also suspended for 3 days, and the league says it will continue its investigation into that incident. It's been kind of a busy day at the NHL headquarters today. The league has also suspended Bobby Schmotz of the Vancouver Canucks.